Right lads, in this video I'm going to give you everything that you need to be able to pull yourself out of a dark place, understand why you're in that dark place, and then pull yourself out of it. I'm going to give you what's helped me in my journey facing my demons like anxiety and depression, but specifically in this one we're going to understand what depression is from a place of the latest science and energetically what it is, and also hopefully in this video you have a better understanding and awareness of the truth of who you are. You're not the depression, right? I know that can be hard to hear when you are suffering and you are experiencing severe mental health, but you're not that. If you believe that you are the depression, then it's going to be even harder for you to pull yourself out of that dark place. But depression, what is depression, right? Depression is suppressed emotions, suppressed depression, okay? And if you are somebody who has heard the saying, real men don't cry, and then I was to ask you, when was the last time that you cried, mate? And you had to think, oh, probably at a funeral, or maybe a one-off film that you watched, but it was a significant time ago. The chances is that when you feel something, when you feel sadness, you have learned in your mind to shove it down because of societal conditionings such as real men don't cry. You've seen the film The Matrix, right? The Matrix is Neo, who is otherwise known as the One, who escapes the Matrix by taking a red pill. The Matrix is this program that has been set throughout society of who we are. There's programs such as Real Men Don't Cry, which have come about as a result of World War I and World War II, and these men that had to go to war and face these really horrible things, that had post-traumatic stress disorder, that had no idea, they didn't have the science, they didn't have the doctors to understand that about suppressed emotions and how to release it and all that. So I'm not here to say that the programs in society aren't there for a reason, but I'm here to challenge one's narrative on who they think they are as a result of what they're experiencing. So if you are experiencing depression, suppressed emotions, programs in your mind, remembering that this is your mind program. This is like neurons in your mind that are connected to other neurons, over an extended period of time, which then create a belief. This is your brain, right? And then your brain is then connected to your body, which you may have heard is otherwise known as the mind-body connection. I've done that the wrong way around. The mind-body connection. So your mind says real men don't cry because I've never seen my dad cry, and as far as I can see in my subjective experience of reality, because I'm a child, my dad is my primary caregiver, therefore showing me how to be a man, and because he doesn't cry, I won't cry, and therefore when I do feel these tears and these sadness, what I'll do is shove it down. Then over an extended period of time, you then start to have some mental health problems. No wonder, because these normal emotions that every child experiences, I'm no longer giving myself permission to experience. And where was I? So your mind is programmed not to cry. Your body then, when it starts to feel sadness, rejects this sadness and shames it and guilts it based on the programs of your mind, which then over an extended period of time, no wonder you're feeling depressed, mate, because a big part of you is not being seen, heard and felt. So what do we need to do? In my opinion, you have two options, right? One, you need to change your state. And this is physiology. You need to change your physiology, hence why working out is so good to changing your state. But when you're in a depressed state and it's feeling really heavy and you are unaware of the patterns that are playing out. So I was looking there thinking that's my camera, but it's not, my camera's here. So when you're in a depressed state and you're feeling really heavy and you're unaware of what's going on because you haven't explored in your own psyche and your own self-awareness of why I'm feeling depressed, That whole experience of depression takes over your whole experience. So then when you start going to the gym, it's really, really difficult to get your ass to the gym. Even though deep down, you know, getting yourself to the gym would make you feel better, yet we self-sabotage because of the depression and the suppressed emotions, which is stored in your fascia, which is connected to everything inside of your body, is saying, no, do not move. I am a depressed person. I am staying right here and I'm ordering takeaway and I'm gonna stuff it down and I'm gonna do this all night because I am worthless. And this is what I deserve. I deserve to do nothing. I deserve not even to feel good about myself, right? It's the trappings of the ego which then form a personality which then creates your personal reality. The personality being, I am a depressed person. Personal reality being, I'm gonna stay on this couch because I'm so depressed. And I don't even mean to say that to take away from what you've experienced. Like, you may have every right to be depressed. You may have been through some things that have made you really sad in the past and you've just pushed it down and pushed it down. And it's like, no wonder you're depressed. And I'm not taking that experience away. I just want to support you in getting through it because nobody wants to stay in the darkness for long. And this is what supported me. So one is change your state. Physiology, your physiology. Go for a run, a walk, go to the gym, spend time in nature, breath work, yoga, right? And this is gonna change, as I mentioned, your physiology, baby. Physiology. I'm not sure if I spelled that right, forgive me. And then number 2, which you can do on your account, is explore your state. Meaning, why are you depressed? Why? What am I feeling? Because what you wanna do is that you want to gain awareness to why I am experiencing depression, why I am feeling sad. And what's been difficult for me, and something that I'm still working on, is that when I feel sad, I too push it down. But what I'm working on is creating safety in my body and in my nervous system to feel that sadness from a place of love. The same way when a good parent, a child is upset, the child will run to the parent and be sad, and the parent will hold the child. We also need to learn how to do that for ourselves, because you and myself is the only person I can guarantee wholeheartedly that I will be with myself for the rest of my life. So it's important that I have my back. It's important that I hold myself when going through a tough time, because life is tough. And the same is for you, bro. When you are going through your life, you're gonna meet a woman or a man and they're gonna break your heart. You are gonna invest in a business that gets you really excited, that's gonna leave you bankrupt. You're gonna try all these things, right? You're gonna get seriously ill. Someone in your family that you really care about is gonna get seriously ill, and you might start questioning, how you're spending your time, because this person that you're loved is dying, and you haven't spent enough time with them. These are realities of life, of being human, right? Wow, I went off on a tangent there. Where did I even go? So coming back to this, what am I feeling? You need to identify the sadness and you need to start feeling the sadness. Now, a couple hacks and tricks that have helped me is with the sadness. One, I'd always place a hand on your heart and a hand on your stomach. This just helps you feel that little bit safer. I'd close your eyes, I'd play some music that would help you feel sad, and I would breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And that's gonna help you feel really relaxed whilst also keeping you present to feel the sadness. Because what has happened for me, for many people that I've worked with, is that when they try and feel the sadness, suddenly the mind starts coming in with all these stories, things you have to do, this, that, bish, bosh, bash, and it's like you're so distracted in your mind. There's no way that you can even be present to feeling the sadness that is causing the depression, which is causing the identity that you have for yourself, which is causing the reality around you of suffering and just a shit reality, bro. So with that breath work, in through the nose, out through the mouth, it's going to help you feel sad. And it's going to help you feel sad, ironically, which is going to help you clear the depression, clear it from your system. And then when you clear it from your system, you have so much more space. And then you ask, well, what is that space for? That's a great question, bro. That's you finding the truth of who you are. more space I have, the more love I have for myself. The more I'm clearing the sadness, which is a part of being human, but you're clearing it rather than it staying in there, the closer and closer you'll get to finding your higher self, otherwise known as your God-like self, otherwise known as your best self. Being in alignment with the universe, being in alignment with yourself. You may have heard the saying, the longest journey we ever go on is from our head to our heart. What would it be like if you were operating from your heart? You know, and I can speak firsthand that sometimes in my meditations at the moment, I'm feeling so connected. Call that connected to God, call that connected to source, call that connected to the universe, but it feels fucking amazing. I'm literally sat there with this massive smile on my face, like, whoa, this is fucking amazing, bro. Are you mad? Why don't they teach us this in schools? So there is purpose to going into the darkness, and that's to create space for more light. And I know that sounds so fucking corny, but you see the dark world that we live in. And my question to you is, like, which side do you want to be on? Would you rather be on the light side, or would you rather be on the dark side? And if you don't explore yourself, you can't help but choose the dark, because this is what lies in the unconscious, my bro. So breathe in and out, in through your nose, out through your mouth. When you notice what you're feeling, it will take time for you to really be able to feel your sadness. But over in a period of time, what's going to happen is that this heavy depression, this dark energy that is literally sat in your body, bro, and you can't see it, right? You can't see it, so people don't believe in this shit, but it's sat here. Oh, it's so heavy. It's like, no wonder you feel heavy. Maybe you're overweight. No wonder you're overweight. You got all this heavy energy, which is causing you to eat more food. Burgers, chips. So you're eating more food because you're heavy, man. So when you do this stuff over an extended period of time, what happens is this heaviness starts to leave. And suddenly you start feeling happier about yourself. Yeah, boy. You know, suddenly you don't start going for the burgers because your body is not craving, is not addicted to these patterns that come from the person you're identified with, which is a depressed person that has these patterns. Because you're seeing the depression, you're moving through the depression, you can now have space to create new patterns of who you want to be. Maybe you don't want to go for the burger. Maybe you do want to go for a run. Maybe you do want to go and be more sociable because you're happier in who you are. So your two options are change your state or explore your state so that you can level up your frequency, your vibration, the truth of who you are, the I am. Who am I in this? Who is this depressed person? Is this truly me? Asking yourself these three questions and then change your state. This isn't going to happen overnight. This is an exploration. If you want support on this journey, please reach out. If you have a question, please drop it in the comment. Other than that, brother, I really hope that you are growing through this dark time and that you understand from my heart to yours that there is wisdom in the darkness. Sadly, our society, in my opinion, hasn't best taught us from a young age of how to move through these things. So a lot of us feel alone in that, including myself. So if you're going through a tough time, brother, I'm here to support you. Please like and subscribe, because I'll be producing more videos like this that will hopefully get you out of a bad state. If you need me, go on my Instagram, reach out, DM me, and let's talk. Other than that, brother, keep going, keep growing, and one love.